All right, usually when two exes walk into a room, it could be a little petty. It could be awkward. Especially
Cody
right after a
coming in
divorce.
right now?
Well, no. And you, Cody. No, just kidding. No, just kidding.
He and I would probably hug each other, so it would be totally fine, not a big deal.
However, you guys seem to be getting along much better than I think anybody would have expected.
Yeah.
Especially when you were married. We didn't see this.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's because there was a lot of pressure.
Okay.
What happens when a man loses not one, not two, but 3 wives? On this episode of Sister Wives, the wounds run deeper than ever. Accusations fly, tears fall, and truths that were buried for years claw their way to the surface. This isn't about love anymore. It's about survival. Welcome to Drama Unfiltered. Kody Brown once dreamed of a big, united family. Today, that dream is shattered, scattered across awkward silences, bitter memories, and broken trust. Christine says it best. We were already broken before we left. And Janelle? She's done sugarcoating it. In her world, if a man loses 3 wives, the problem is the man. And then there's the church divorce, something Kody didn't even believe in, yet used as leverage to avoid responsibility. Christine says, I was abandoned. And honestly,
Really?
no
I
one
think
disagrees.
it's hilarious. Like, he's trying to be fun with it, and I'm glad that he and I are at this place that we can be like this.
And the favorite ex-wife comment was,
Oh, that's just tacky.
That's weird.
That's so weird. Why does he have to always have favorites? What's up? Why does he have to always have favorites?
The women see through the narrative now. They talk about his sacred cow, Robyn, how no one is allowed to speak against her. Even when she's not in the room, she's the center of the universe. Kody's defense? I don't care what broke us up. But that silence speaks volumes. And as the conversation spirals, things get personal. Meri recalls moments when Kody shut her down, when he lashed out at her for things she never said. Janelle admits there's no way to talk about the past with him because he always rewrites it. The question that lingers over the couch like a storm cloud. Did Kody ever really want to fix this? Or was he always looking for a way out, one that made him look like the victim? Robyn, sitting awkwardly in the hot seat, tries to shrug it off. She says she doesn't know why the others feel that way. But Christine hits hard, saying Kody's behavior has changed, and he's more mean than she's ever seen him. Why? Because he's shielding Robyn from the fallout. He's playing the villain just to keep her name clean. But this is just the beginning. What happens when the favorite ex-wife gets too close? When emotions spill and secrets rise? Stay tuned. Part 2 is where everything explodes. This is Drama Unfiltered, the only place where truth has no filter. We open with Kody throwing up his walls higher than ever. He's not just defensive, he's hostile. He says things like, they can talk all they want, it doesn't matter to me anymore. But if it didn't matter, why is he so angry? Janelle sees right through it. She says he used to be calm, reasonable. Now? She sees a man full of resentment, regret, and rage. Not because they left, but because they stopped listening. Christine tries to offer clarity. She talks about how hard she tried to keep the peace, how she even accepted Kody's emotional withdrawal, just for the kids. But eventually, survival became more important than submission. And then comes the moment that silences the room. Kody says, "You've all ganged up on me for years." It's not a confession, it's a deflection, a way to dodge the truth, that the unity he claimed to build was held together by silence, not support. The ex-wives aren't silent anymore. Meri, the most reserved, speaks up about how invisible she felt, how she kept holding on, hoping he'd love her again, until it broke her completely. The silence after her words? Deafening. Then Robyn, who has mostly stayed quiet, finally cracks. She starts crying, saying she never wanted this. But as the others look on, their expressions say it all. You had a front row seat to this collapse, and you said nothing. Christine cuts in, we were miserable for years. You cried when we left, not when we suffered. That hit different, and that's when it gets brutally honest. Janelle says she pities Robyn, not because she won, but because she's left holding a man who's now broken. A man who doesn't trust, doesn't listen, and doesn't take ownership. Cody fires back, his voice rising. He talks about betrayal, loyalty, and how no one defended him. But again, no accountability. Not once does he ask what he could have done differently, because in his eyes, the story is already written. He's the betrayed king, and everyone else? Just traitors. So what now? The family is done pretending. No more family trips, no more fake unity. Just fractured people trying to find peace after years of controlled chaos. But here's the truth. Cody can't face. He didn't lose 3 wives by accident. He lost them one moment of silence at a time. One unspoken hurt after another, until there was nothing left to hold on to except the version of the story that made him feel safe. This isn't a breakup, it's a reckoning. And as they sit on that couch, years of pain pouring out like wildfire, one thing becomes clear. Sometimes, the only way to save yourself is to stop saving someone else. You're watching Drama Unfiltered. Subscribe for more. And comment below. Do you think Cody's grief is real, or just regret dressed up as righteousness?